Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Miami's offense will start this game off. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Uiagalelei. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. 2nd down after that incompletion. The inside handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll turn to Martinez. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Bringing it back, it's Douglas. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker, a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed. They made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get two?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played. But no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great. The lineage, the history of the players. So it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Quick release on the RPO. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss. And
that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Douglas. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The give is to Williams. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the single back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pulls it in. It's Arroyo. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as a field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throw...
He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Puck, and the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense has it. They're going the other way.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Trying to find his man on first down. The sure hands, it's Martinez. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Facing a third down is short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Offense set on first down. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build. Quick pass on the fly motion.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Canes are racking up tackles for loss. Warren Sapp has to be proud of this effort.
Yeah, just living in the backfield, getting off the ball really, really quickly, getting off blocks, the staple of great defensive line play. Miami doing a great job of that today.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle, it's Morlock. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. It's a draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Got room at the 35. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Tuafili. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Touchdown, Florida State! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense that this second half ain't going to be easy.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Canes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. And it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Uiagalelei. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Douglas. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Uiagalelei. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is snowed under. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They're trying to get to him. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up by 34 over UTSA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morlock. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.